I want the angle of his nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Like down.
Yeah. Tykier Walker back once again at 5'4" to also face the returning Vlad Bandarchyk, who had our lone kickboxing finish last outing at 5'4" at 18. Let's see how he does tonight.
He dropped Hunter Chapman with the very first punch he threw.
Yeah, exactly. And he was urgent to get the win. He was urgent to put the damage on him.
The very first punch he threw put the man down, and it was against the southpaw. He's had success against southpaw in the past. Tykier Walker in the southpaw stance. Pendulum kick to the outside thigh from Vlad Bandarchyk, and then inside thigh. Right head kick snaps over. Push kick from Bandarchyk.
Vlad not rushing as much.
A bit of a karate blitz there from Tykier Walker, pitching over his front leg and throwing quick hands. Yeah, there's a little bit of a little snappy little karate style. Oh, yeah, that's a reverse punch. Tykier Walker's channeling karate right now. Ooh, hard right hand. That's the punch that he put Hunter Chapman down with. And Tykier Walker has absorbed it and kept on fighting.
Oh, Vlad with the power.
Yeah.
Immediately, there was a change in the demeanor of Tykier Walker there. Indian martial arts and Indian trail is who Vlad is representing, and I'm very impressed with the concise and informative coaching.
Side kick didn't work. Ooh, ducked. Who'd have thought? He almost pulled that out of the fire there. He ducked down into a kick, but managed to bring himself back up and cover up before it landed. Vlad Bandarchyk throwing some hard kicks up the middle.
Yeah, that's a good strike for him, is that rear push kick or rear teep.
Especially against the southpaw, because the angle of it's more advantageous. And Tykier Walker wisely circling to
trying to get away, but
yeah.
he's not being able to get back to the center so far.
Well timed. Well timed. He landed on the hip, so it disrupts the balance more. It doesn't hurt as much, but it communicates to the judges that he had a moment of control. Nice little hard check. He flexed and turned his leg out. Good bouncy, sharp punches from Tykier Walker too, but he definitely
trailed just a beat behind.
Yeah, Bandarchyk definitely has his attention.
Yeah, that big blow, like right side of the temple there. There was an immediate a moment of reaction from Tykier where he was like, I need to clinch this guy immediately.
Yeah, and he has a good clinch. He has very good clinch with knees, but when he stands in front of people, he's there. His head is there for the hitting. Tykier Walker does best when he pressures, when he moves forward, advances, while being defensively responsible. But when you're fighting a heavy hitter like Vlad Bandarchyk, that's scarier.
Correct.
You know, he's supposed to walk forward and absorb some stuff to give some stuff. But this guy Vlad Bandarchyk hits like a guy named...
If you absorb 2 or 3, you're not going to stick around.
Vlad hits like a guy named Vlad should hit. Both men eager. They're eager. Both of them eager to
they want it. They want it. Tykier's probably anxious to get back into the center and try to control it, but Vlad is immediately there.
And I don't know that it's so clear-cut that any one fighter is winning. And so they might not be 100% certain. Now, Vlad Bandarchyk does have a good hard right. Vlad Bandarchyk has a good leaping left hook. It's not as useful when the stances are open like this, but he just attempted it there. And he can use his gazelle punch to the right hand. And if he can sit down on that right hand, he can put your lights out. Bandarchyk pushing the action, which does not favor Tykier Walker. Tykier Walker does his best work when he's moving forward. That pendulum kick has been very successful for Bandarchyk. Inside low kick from Tykier Walker. Bandarchyk was a bit stiff in his debut, and you hear his corner calling for him to relax, and you see him visibly, consciously deciding
to relax.
Yeah. Very good. They made some adjustments.
Well, when you're up against the Hunter Chapmans of the world, you can dive in on the first piece of bread they throw outside, but you can't really do that against Tykiers and other more skilled guys. They'll just start really damaging you. He really walked right into that shot.
Yes, Tykier Walker needs to get back, circling to his left to line Vlad Bandarchyk up with that left hand and that inside low kick, which has worked very well for him.
Vlad's beautifully touching the body here.
Walker is circling into the power of Bandarchyk. He is steadily circling into the power of Bandarchyk. Pump fake of the left kick. Bandarchyk holding on to those kicks now. He's hedging his bets on those kicks, looking for opportunity. Superman punch a little too far away.
Parry? Super nice parry there.
Yeah, followed by the left hook from Bandarchyk. Oh, just an inch short. Ooh. Tykier Walker just an inch short. Forgot to pop the hips forward and come up on those toes. If he'd have got that front snap kick up the middle 2 inches further, he'd have sent Bandarchyk's nose into the ceiling. This fight did not disappoint so far. This is kind of exactly what we expected.
Yeah, definitely, and you were right that there's still a probability for a finish here. I think that there's still that power. Both guys are still popping really hard in this fight, and Vlad especially is landing the body a lot, and we know that tends to pay off more in the third than it does in the first.
And both still moving and grooving. Still lots of output from both guys.
Absolutely, yeah.
Referee throwing something at us.
Yeah, that's been in the cage since like the second fight, and I don't know why they didn't get that out sooner, but I kept seeing it bounce around when people were walking in.
Tykier Walker again circling to his left. It's an interesting tactical choice, but it does lend itself well to coming down the middle with that blitzing style punch. That might be the reason that he's doing it. Ooh, that left low kick has spun Bandarchyk a few times.
Yeah, it's been his best shot of this fight. Oh, nice.
Left to the body reverse punch. Hi-ya. It's a beautiful strike. It lands. You can telegraph it, and it lands. Because the fear of the punch coming up top is so great that people don't cover their body when you step in with that left to the body. Yeah. Ooh, good range. The side kick doesn't work. Golly.
I mean, it would seem that Tykier has some experience in Kimbo or some style of karate, because some of the behaviors, like you were pointing out, are just more traditional martial arts behaviors.
He either studied karate or his striking coach studied karate. One or the other.
54 seconds left here.
Ooh, the right hand, there it is. Tykier Walker with beautiful, slick head movement. Tempting fate by dropping so low against the powerful Vlad Bandarchyk. He could have eaten a kick at any time.
Yeah, that was tough.
But he put his butt.
Vlad's more of a handsman. Like he likes to punch you. I think he felt.
He said, "I can't help it. I'm a handsman. A handsman. A handsman," says Dylan McGrath. Tykier Walker doesn't want the break from the low blow, wants to answer with a low kick of his own.
Well, he's got short time. That's a warrior spirit right there. He knows that he needs to be in this fight. And I honestly agree with Tykier. What sounds like Tykier's mother in the audience is just saying 1-2. I think he could use a little bit more of the basics here.
Ooh, the 5. The uppercut comes under the guard of Tykier Walker, rocks his head, and then Bandarchyk lands that right hand. Tykier Walker shakes his head.
Oh, nice shot there by Tykier.
Bandarchyk smooth with the head movement in the end of that round.
Great fight.
Is that it? That is it? No! Wow. I forgot to try to figure out who was winning.
Well, I felt like Tykier conducted himself very well. He was just one beat behind Vlad. Vlad was always leading the dance. Vlad was always dictating what part of the ring the fight took place in, and Vlad was landing more damage. I don't see a world where Tykier won any single round, but I do think it was not a domination by any means.
But we never know, because We're sitting next to one judge.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this guy right here is locked in, and I know my boy Chris over there is one of the best judges in. I'm actually really loving the lineup because as I do this longer and longer, I get to know the judges a little bit. I just see them, and I see who's working, and I'm like, I feel like we're in a good place here tonight with the judges. I know Chris, I know Nathan, the other guy over here, Al Coley, the head of the commissions, the other judge on the other side, and then our friend right here. I don't know his name, but he's locked in. I have not seen him. I've seen him wide-eyed on some of these fights.
And violently shifting to look around the ref when the ref is blocking. And
even the youth fight, which he wasn't scoring, he was like, still. He was doing the same thing. So when I see that kind of behavior,
it's like a working dog. He has to work.
Your winner, fighting out of the blue corner, it's Vlad Bandarchyk.
Vlad Bandarchyk picks up his second win, 2-0. It's hard to believe a guy who feints like that, moves like that, hits like that is only 2 fights deep into his career. But what a talented guy, representing a team I'm not familiar with, but I promise you I will become familiar with them after tonight. Union Martial Arts.
Interesting bit of trivia for those of you watching at home. I always star my predictions. I don't talk about them on the air, but I always do it to see like how I'm doing terrible tonight, actually. But that fight,
the reason they call you Icy Mike and not Mystic Mike.
Right. That fight, this means fight of the night contender.